With Park Bo-young back in the spotlight thanks to our Unwritten Seoul, people aren't just talking about her acting. Her past connection with Park Hyung Sik is once again making the rounds online. Even after nearly a decade since they worked together, the two are still linked by dating rumors, especially because they continue to interact in public. It's left many fans curious. Are they just friends, or is there something more going on? Before we do a deep dive into their relationship, let's first thank today's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Park Bo-young and Park Hyung Sik first crossed paths while filming Strong Woman Do BongSoon, and from the start, their chemistry was undeniable. Whether it was in front of the camera or behind it, something about their dynamic felt way too natural for just acting. Fans couldn't help but notice how often they were laughing together, standing close, or exchanging glances that felt a little too real. One behind-the-scenes moment that got a lot of attention showed them teasing each other before a kiss scene. It wasn't just the flirting that stood out, they were fixing each other's hair, splashing around by the water, and helping each other get ready for the shot. Even when filming wrapped up, their closeness didn't stop. At one point, a crew member reminded them to grab their shoes from the rocks, and someone jokingly asked if they wanted to shoot the kiss scene again. After hesitating for a bit, the two said no, but by then, everyone already had their suspicions. At one point, even the production crew started wondering if something romantic was happening between the two off camera. Both actors have talked about it even years later. In an interview from April 2017, Bo-young shared that Hyung Sik brought a lot of fun to the set. She said he was so playful when delivering his lines or chatting with her that she ended up joking right back. They talked nonstop, and their constant interaction made the staff raise their eyebrows. Some even suspected they were secretly dating, but when they looked into it, they realized the two were just running through their script together and nothing more. Fast forward to February 2024, Hyung Sik brought it up again during an interview with Na PD and Park Shin-hye. They talked about how Hyung Sik has this certain way of looking at people, and Shin-hye agreed, saying that even a simple hello from him can leave a strong impression. Hyung Sik admitted that during Strong Woman Do BongSoon, it was probably his intense eye contact that made people think something was going on with Bo-young. In response, she once joked with the director that she should start recording how Hyung Sik looks at people just to prove he stares at everyone like that, not just her. Just like Hyung Sik's unforgettable eye contact, streaming restrictions can grab your attention, but not in a good way. Luckily, there's an easy way to get around those limits, thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Surfshark VPN. Surfshark VPN is a must-have for anyone who loves watching K-dramas. If you've ever been frustrated by region locks, delayed episode releases, or poor quality streaming sites, Surfshark makes all those problems disappear. With Surfshark, you can change your IP address to almost any country, including South Korea, so you can watch the newest episodes of your favorite dramas as soon as they come out. Surfshark also makes streaming easy by giving you quick access to official platforms, so no more juggling accounts or surfing unreliable sites. And it's not only about convenience, Surfshark keeps your connection secure by encrypting your data so you can binge your favorite dramas safely, even on public Wi-Fi. So if you want a simpler, faster, and safer way to watch K-dramas, head over to surfshark.com/MissK or use code MissK when checking out to get 4 extra months for free. The link is also in the description and pinned comment. Make your K-drama experience better with Surfshark VPN today. Beyond all the behind-the-scenes clips where Bo-young and Hyung Sik looked more like a real couple than just co-stars, their interviews added even more fuel to the dating buzz. They never held back when talking about each other and were always full of praise. During an interview while Strong Woman Do BongSoon was still on air, Hyung Sik opened up about how meaningful the experience was for him. He said the support from the cast and crew, especially Bo-young, helped him bounce back from a rough patch. It brought back his confidence and made filming something he could truly enjoy again. As for Bo-young, he said, "Park Bo-young is just perfect. When I was around her, it really felt like I was around BongSoon, and it's like it turned into a fairy tale. I thought, how does she do it? It was to that degree." Hyung Sik added that acting out emotional scenes with BongSoon didn't feel like acting at all. It felt real. He credited those moments for helping him grow as an actor, saying he was finally able to express his feelings more naturally and give back the energy he received on set. He also talked about how much he admired Bo-young. Because she had already worked alongside some top-tier actors, he saw her not just as a colleague, but as someone he could learn from. Still, despite the respect he had for her, he said they were close friends above all. He described her as the most lovable person person he's ever met. According to him, everyone has their own vibe, but Boyoung's was just pure heart. The moment she walked onto set, people couldn't help but fall for her, and he said that was one of her most special qualities. Hyung Sik even shared that he dreamed of working with her ever since seeing her in A Werewolf Boy. So when the opportunity finally came, he was genuinely excited because to him, she was the kind of actress anyone would be lucky to work with. Even with all the admiration and the chemistry both on and off screen, the two never actually became a couple, at least not officially. Boyoung even shut down any possibility of them dating in the future. In an interview with Woman Sense, she made it clear that there's no chance of romance between them, but that doesn't mean there weren't real feelings at some point, as both of them have admitted that something was there during filming. Boyoung recalled one particular moment while shooting the cherry blossom kiss scene and revealed that her heart started racing. The scene was a bit chaotic, with a huge crowd watching, and she just wanted to get it over with. But then Hyung Sik whispered to her, "Please like me, please look at me," and that completely threw her off. Another memorable moment came from the chocolate kiss scene, which wasn't even in the script. Hyung Sik improvised it on the spot, and it caught everyone, including Boyoung, totally off guard. He explained later that he trusted her with that kind of moment because she was already so natural when it came to romantic scenes. In his eyes, she was a pro at it. Hyung Sik even admitted to loving her, as he said in an interview, "I really loved Park Bo-young. She's that lovable. She really was Do BongSoon, and because Park Bo-young truly was Do BongSoon, I loved her. I wanted to love her more, but the drama unfortunately ended." Hyung Sik also shared that slipping into Min-hyuk's mindset made the kiss scenes feel natural. In those moments, he wasn't trying to create a perfect shot. He genuinely felt that BongSoon, or rather Boyoung, mattered to him. That emotional connection made the scene work the way it did. As for Boyoung, her crush didn't start on set, but it had been there for years. She revealed that way before Strong Woman Do BongSoon. She was already a fan of Hyung Sik during his idol days with Jaeha. She even knew their songs by heart, which caught him off guard. He'd jokingly test her memory, and sometimes just for fun, he'd blast Jaeha tracks and dance to the choreography right in front of her. It wasn't just playful, as it made her heart skip every time. Even after filming wrapped up, their connection didn't just disappear. They weren't in the spotlight together anymore, but the quiet support never faded. About a year after their drama ended, Boyoung surprised Hyung Sik with a coffee truck on the set of his drama suits, and at the top of the card it said, "Congratulations, President An Min-hyuk CEO, for successfully changing jobs." After that, things went quiet between them, at least publicly, as they stopped mentioning each other altogether. Maybe it was to avoid more dating rumors, or maybe because they simply moved on with their lives. No one really knows. It's possible they stayed in touch or met up privately, but if they did, they kept it completely under wraps. It wasn't until 5 years later that Boyoung finally brought Hyung Sik up again. During a V-Live livestream, while reflecting on filming Strong Woman Do BongSoon, she lit up, talking about how much fun the whole experience was. She even called Hyung Sik a generous person, sweet, and incredibly kind, saying guys like him are rare. It was the first time in years she said his name, and even then it felt like there was still warmth in how she remembered him. Fans finally got the reunion they'd been hoping for when BongSoon and Min-hyuk made a surprise return in Strong Woman Nam-soon. True to form, the scene had Min-hyuk swooping in to help BongSoon out of yet another mess caused by her super strength. Their chemistry was still just as charming, and the moment felt like no time had passed since their original story. After the cameo aired, Boyoung delivered on a promise she'd made earlier, posting a selfie of the two together. But apparently, snapping that one photo was harder than it looked. In footage later shared by JTBC, the process of getting the selfie showed just how comfortable the two still are with each other. At first, Hyung Sik tried taking the photo himself, but it didn't go as planned. Boyoung ended up snatching the phone from him, joking that he clearly didn't know the right angle, then even showed off his failed attempts to the crew. She teased him like an old friend, and the whole exchange had fans comparing them to a bickering married couple. The episode didn't just give viewers nostalgia, but also reminded them of how effortlessly the two clicked. Even 6 years later, nothing about their bond felt forced. When Hyung Sik was later asked about the cameo, he said what made it special wasn't just returning as Min-hyuk, but reconnecting with Boyoung again. He described her as just as lovable as ever, but with a deeper, more mature energy. He said being with her again made it feel like no time time had passed at all. After their cameo, it seemed like they felt more comfortable mentioning each other again, which stirred up those old dating rumors once more. This especially blew up after they showed up together at a W Korea event last October. Sitting side by side, they looked very close in the footage the magazine shared. At one point, Boyoung even gently touched Hyung-sik's face, which fans quickly noticed. This sparked fresh speculation, leading Exports News to run a headline saying something like, Park Bo-young and Park Hyung Sik, dating rumors heat up caught picking eyelash. Hyung Sik later addressed these rumors in an interview with Singles Korea in January of this year. When asked about that moment, he explained they were just sitting next to each other when a photographer asked for a picture. He said Boyoung was simply helping him out and nothing romantic was going on. Still, he understood how the clip's editing might have made it seem otherwise. With Boyoung's standout role in our Unwritten Seoul, fans can't help but revisit the rumors about her and Hyung Sik. People are analyzing every little moment between them, hoping for more and even wishing a casting director would bring them together again on screen to relive that amazing chemistry. So far, though, there's no official confirmation of any relationship. But honestly, if it ever happened, it wouldn't shock anyone. What's interesting is how perfectly they seem to fit each other's ideal types. Boyoung once said she's into guys who are straightforward with their feelings, pointing to Hyung Sik's boldness during their kiss scene as a perfect example. She also mentioned liking guys who are healthy, cheerful, and full of cute energy, traits she felt she lacked. Hyung Sik, on his side, said he's drawn to someone he can protect, who's passionate about their work and chases after what they want. So much so, a reporter even joked that his descriptions sounded just like Boyoung, which left him a bit flustered. Whether or not they're actually a couple, what's clear is how deep their bond remains after all this time. Their mutual respect and closeness are obvious, and honestly, it's nice to see. So if fans are hoping to see them together, it's completely understandable. Remember, head over to www.surfshark.com/MissK or enter the code MissK when you check out to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. That way you can stream all your favorite movies and shows without any hassle.